Hello everyone, welcome back to Path of Exile. We're playing this summoner witch thing, or minion witch thing, undead. I think it's summoner, right? We were kind of doing, still pretty early game stuff. We just finished up the Flooded Depths, that's what it's called. And so we're going to head through the Submerged Passage until we get to the climb and kind of just keep screwing around doing early game leveling stuff. Who knows if I'm going to play this long enough that we ever get out of the early game leveling phase. I very rarely... Did I already do this one? I did, right? Yeah. Like I said, we're playing hardcore, by the way, so that's... I think if this character dies, that'll probably just be the end of the series. I could make another, it's fine, but... it's nice to have a defined stopping point as well. And, I used to be okay at this game. I think I'm not terrible, but I'm definitely not good. Oh, no freezing me. Get out of here. Okay, good work, minions. And so, in principle, I could well be careful and skillful enough to make it quite far. Who knows? I don't remember what the furthest I've ever gotten in a hardcore solo self-found character is. That's kind of the style I like to play, but it's not how all of my characters have been. I definitely have played hardcore season or challenge league with the potential for playing with other people, and went mapping with a group of a couple people. I have no recollection of how I found these people. But I did play several maps with the same group of people. I must have just seen them in global chat or solicited, joined people saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a low-level map character" or something. I don't know. And they're still on my friends list, marked as lost my map virginity with this person. That made me laugh when I logged back in to see that. Map buddy number 2 was another person. I have no idea who these people are, and don't remember them at all. I don't even remember what my character was at the time. Oh, I still haven't assigned a skill point, huh? Well, we've got a pretty good one. The Lord of the Dead, so minions are better and you can have more zombies. So get out there, buddy. All right, up to the... Oh, the ledge is before the climb? Yes, that's true. You're correct. Good work, game. I thought there was something on the ground I picked up. I guess not. I definitely remember the days before those bird enemies existed. I think? Yeah, they were added first in Act 3. I don't remember what version or anything, but it still feels a little weird to see them out here, even though I definitely have played versions where they were here. Yeah, I mean, this seems fine. We're just going to stay back here, and... I can't actually quite read the numbers up here. The text is pretty small, and there's no way to turn it up. But I'm just going to try and keep an eye on my zombies via their health bars, basically, even though it's impossible when you're summoning so many other minions. Just like when it looks like there might not be that many of them, I'll just summon more. Who knows? Never hurts to have extras. Well, you don't get extras, but, it's a very small penalty to over-summon zombies, because it just kills one of the ones who already exists. And in that case, you're healing him, so it's fine. If he was in the middle of very important combat, oh well. Why is it highlighting these things? They look awful? I don't know. Still not wearing any gloves. Whoa, goats! Goat ambush! Alright. More crabs, absolutely. I don't know why I would want anything else. I don't know, I wonder if you get different rewards for the things you pick? or if it really is just which enemies you'd prefer to fight. It says Reflection of Frost, so maybe you get cold-themed rewards somehow? In which case, I think that's still what I want, right? Cold resistance is the most important thing to have for Act 1, because Merveil does a bunch of cold damage, and she's the biggest threat you're going to run into. I mean, if there was one that was like, gain life, I would be like, yes, obviously that is very good. But I don't even know if there's any difference in them, and the one that looks like it might be different is offering stuff that looks cold-related. Okay, so do I want increased minion damage? Yeah, right? I mean, Heart and Soul is pretty good, but being able to kill stuff is very important. I'm not sure how important maximum mana really is for this character. Like, obviously at the moment, it's no issue at all. I don't know if it turns out to be an issue later. It probably is, because, like, you eventually want to have, like, skills that are fairly expensive because they have a bunch of links in them. And at least some of them you want to be able to spam. Why am I taking this? Oh, is it? Yeah, it's chromatic. Okay. Another coral ring. I'd rather have this iron ring. Yeah, it always shows you arrow quivers because there's some recipe that involves them, but I don't remember what it is, so I'm just not going to mess with it. Is that better than the one I currently have? 24, 26? No. But at least for the early game, maximum mana, along with many other things, really does not matter for this build anyway. Because the skill I'm spamming doesn't even have anything attached to it. Or what support? It doesn't have anything supporting it, I guess is the right words. I don't have any very good support gems right now. I just have the one Phantasm support, which is pretty meh. Don't need another medium mana. I already have a large. Ah, gloves with blues in it. These are it's a little surprising to find 2 blues on an armor item. So everything in, I mean, I don't know. I can't quite decide like what audience to pitch this. You know, do I assume a lot of Path of Exile knowledge, or do I assume basically none? Who am I kidding? Am I ever going to cast Molten Shell? I guess it's not horrible. It is a defensive skill, which is nice and hardcore, but it's for strength characters, and I'm not going to have much, so it won't be very strong. Oh, I forgot I have, all this time I've had a movement skill I could be using. Like, do I pitch this to people with a lot of Path of Exile experience, you know, or do I explain kind of more basic stuff? I think the answer is, like, you're going to, like, it's hard to keep saying things that are at all relevant all the time, and so I'm probably just going to say whatever comes to my mind, and some of it'll be like pretty basic, and some of it will assume more knowledge. But a lot of things in Path of Exile have like there's like a, you know, what in Magic you might call a cycle, where there's like, you know, they often have in colors, for example, in Magic, a cycle of like 5 related things. Like the blue, what would the blue version of this be? You know, there's like, I think they all in like Crimson Vow, for example, has like Graveyard Trespasser is this black card that when it enters the battlefield or attacks, it like exiles a creature and gains some, drains your opponent. And there's like, in each color, there's Graveyard something or other that has like, when it enters the battlefield or attacks, it exiles something and does something as a result, but they're like more flavored towards that color. Path of Exile has that too, but of course it doesn't have the 5 colors of Magic. Instead, it has the 3 main attributes: intelligence, dexterity, and strength. And so pretty much a lot of things come in like 3 or 6 flavors, right? There's kind of 6 characters you can play. There's like the strength one, the int one, and the dex one. Oh, I thought I sold this. And then there's like, oh, you can play the one who's like a mix of int and dex. Oh, wait a minute. This one is not bad. It's got 2 linked blues. Yeah, it's better than what I've got now. Maybe I can link something green in there later. I don't remember why I was saying that. It was something to do with Molten Shell, right? It's like a strength-based... Ah, no, it's because of these gloves. These are... So armor is associated with red, with strength. And so, for example, is this plate vest. But this helm is associated with intelligence. And we're playing a witch. So most of our skills are intelligence-based skills, which means they're blue gems, which means they need to go in blue sockets. And intelligence-associated armor is most likely to have blue sockets. So it's just a little bit surprising, but not crazy or anything, to find double blue on a strength-associated item. Like... Oh, right, and so... You know, what makes those gloves strength associated, and why did I call them armor? It's because they give you armor, right? Obviously, gloves are in some very mundane sense a kind of armor. But also in a more technical sense, the stat that they give you is armor. Unlike some other kinds of armor in Path of Exile, which give you a different defensive ability. You know, the dexterity associated defensive stat is evasion, which makes attacks sometimes miss you. I don't want that. I think I'll head for Heart and Soul before... I don't know, like, the faster I get to minion instability, the better, right? But let's just be very safe. Let's grab a little bit of life first. The intelligence-based defensive attribute is Energy Shield. So our life bar over here has... both life and energy shield. Oh, we actually get to go in now, huh? Yeah, this is more what you'd expect on a strength-based item. 3 red slots. Who is shooting fireballs at me, you dang goats? Okay, have we... Oh no, there's a unique goat jumping around. All right, what is it? I can't even read this. The fawn, I see. Yeah, so kind of a joke. But everything is when you have minions. All right, so let's head in and fight more crabs. I wouldn't mind fighting some monkeys, actually. Could be fun. Brutality. I don't know why. Frost. Okay, anyway. Let's head in there. Do I have... I have 0 zombies. They all burned to death, huh? Well, that's not reassuring. So Energy Shield is like a life buffer that is separate from your normal life. It recharges more quickly. Like when you run out... When your energy shield gets low, it recharges automatic. Or when your energy shield is below its maximum, if you go for a short time without taking damage, your energy shield quite rapidly recharges, which is nice. But there's less support for like gaining energy shield than there is for gaining life, because everyone uses life. I don't need this, do I? I mean, it might be fine. In particular, there's a lot of stuff that has, like, you know, regenerate life. And there's not as much stuff that's, like, regenerate energy shield. Because it regenerates on its own. And so it's a little bit harder to increase that. You know, if I take some energy shield damage, but no life damage, bismuth. The fact that I have life regen won't really matter. My energy shield won't regen instead. So there's trade-offs there. Like, life is kind of the core effective health thing that everybody has, which is not strictly true, right? There's stuff on the passive tree to really customize your character in zillions of ways, and in particular, you could take Chaos Inoculation, which sets your life total to 1, but makes you immune to the kind of damage that bypasses Energy Shield, which sometimes sneaks up on people who have like a lot of Energy Shield and a little life. Well, then the damage that ignores Energy Shield is a real problem for you. And so there's a node on the tree. Oh, I can jump over there to let you say, no, I completely don't want any life. Give me only Energy Shield. It doesn't even give you extra Energy Shield. All it does is say, you know, the life that you have is safe from chaos damage. So you still have to invest a lot in Energy Shield for that to be good. I don't remember... Like, there have been times in Path of Exile's history when that skill was very popular. I think it was kind of nerfed, or the Energy Shield nodes were nerfed to make it worse, or I don't remember the deal, but I think these days Chaos Inoculation is not popular. I don't really know. I don't plan to use it. Just taking some life is simple enough. I'm perfectly happy to have Energy Shield to buffer in front of it, but I kind of want my core defensive attribute to be life. Oh, that guy got close enough to me that I could have been in a little danger there when he blew up, I think. I forgot about that. Okay, zombies, I'm over here, please. Yeah, see, this is why having a little bit of life is useful. Sometimes they get past you. Mirrored tablet can now... Oh, I missed it. Hopefully it wasn't important. Rare rings are always nice. Do we have 4 of them? We do.
Too much clutter.
You think? I think you're just crummy at organizing stuff, honestly. There you go. A sufficient amount of clutter. I don't like this lake, right? It's kind of largish. It drops a bunch of rares in these chests, but come on. Oh, I forgot I can. Of course, I lose my zombies. If you get far enough away, the minions like teleport to you. But if you go a short distance, like too short a distance, you're cut off from your minions. It like drops so many rares that you can't carry them all back to town. But also, when you make a portal here, it doesn't take you back to town. Oh, here's Monkey Town. So I don't totally understand like what you're supposed to do with loot you get here. There's way too much to carry it all, but of course they know it won't all be useful to you. So, like, what is the point? Why is it all here? I don't know. Give me Heart and Soul. Like, I can get a longsword. Wow. But, like, I guess I can just barely fit it if I juggle a bit.
Too much
No?
clutter.
Oh, is it wide? Oh, it is. I see. Why am I carrying... Oh, it's chromatic, right? No, it's not. It's just actual junk. So you can play a little bit of inventory Tetris here to fit this stuff, I think. I'm not doing it very well, I'll tell you that much. There we go. But like, if you pick up all the loot from here, you're gonna have too much loot. I don't know. I guess that's a problem in Path of Exile in general. But it seems like it's made worse here because your portal doesn't go back to town. But that's true for like the end game maps anyway. But it doesn't really happen to early game characters without stuff like this, I think. There was one of the leagues I played, there was like I think it was Synthesis. It, like, opened portals to another area as well. I don't know. I guess we could just leave here. I think there is, though, like... one of the... Where am I, by the way? Okay. We don't need to go northwest. We need to go southeast. Oh, or maybe I'm done. Did I not clear out this crab area? I guess. A reward that you eventually get in Lake of Kalandra is when you clear out an entire lake, it like offers you a choice between two items that are sort of the opposite of each other. Why would you blink in here? I don't know. Stay away from that guy. And the exciting thing about those items is that both of them are absolute ass. They are not worth anything. This is better than that, isn't it? Triple blue? No, it's also blue, blue, green. It's exactly the same. Okay. So that could be a reason to finish exploring a lake, because you get offered that pair of mirrored items that both suck. I don't know, it doesn't seem that appealing to me. But it would be nice to, like, at least get to see one and show you guys. So you can take my word for it that they both suck. There you go, currency. That's something that's kind of always useful. It's way more dense than items because like most items, you pick them up and sell them and you get like a fraction of a piece of currency, and they take up like 8 times as much space and give you 1/5 as much value or something. Are we close to the waypoint here? I mean, I don't know. I should just portal. I have plenty. Let's go sell all this garbage so I can find room for more garbage.
Hello.
Alright, so I don't need any of this. The chestplate actually could be better than what I'm wearing, right? It's a better base item, and it's a rare, so sure. Actually, those boots might be better than mine too, right? They don't have a double blue link. I want the chromatic anyway. So let's check out the chest plate, the ring, rings, and amulets. Okay, I'm out of scrolls now. So is this any good? It's 117 armor, which is nice. You get a little bit of life, but no resists. Probably is better. Armor would help. Oh, how funny. I can wear it, but only because I'm wearing the other armor. As soon as I take this off, I lose the strength necessary to wear that one. Very funny. Well, maybe I'll end up wearing an amber amulet. I mean, this gives me a bunch of strength, some mana, some cold resist. Seems fine. How about this? Some lightning resist. I think it's kind of worse than this iron ring. Not by a lot, but... And this one, like, I think I have plenty of life per second, don't I? I could switch amulets. Where's my life regen? 6.5. So this is like about half of my life regen, and I'm not really taking any life damage, so I think it's fine to swap this, and that would let me wear this amulet instead, which has numerous useful stats, which lets me wear this instead. And so, like, now I'm in the state where, oh no, if I switch amulets, I have to also switch body slots, but I think that's fine. We'll end up picking up some strength on the tree eventually. Bismuth adds to resists. I mean, it is kind of nice. I could use that. If I remember to use it in, like... I never will remember to use it, of course, but if we imagine that I'm a better player, that's a thing I could do. Wow, 8 life per second. But no resists, and I don't really need the dex. Hang on, give me that back. Cold resist rings are nice for the upcoming Merveil fight. So all the currency in this game, generally speaking, is like... One thing that I think I don't know, Path of Exile puts a lot of effort into being a marketplace for items, right? They enable trade and they try to keep the economy. Economy is the word I was looking for. A balanced economy where items have value and stuff. And like in for example Diablo, right? There's gold. That's kind of the currency you use in the game to trade with the merchants. The computer generated trading stuff. You buy stuff from shops. You sell stuff from shops for gold. But if you look at like how players interact with that, at least I don't actually remember. I don't know how Diablo 3 is, right? Maybe gold is valuable there, although I doubt it. And if it is, it's because they made it easy to trade with gold. In Path of Exile, in Diablo 2, back when I played it, it was very much a barter system. Like, yes, there were some items that were useful and rare, and that were used as a kind of currency for players, but it was not gold. Gold was way too plentiful and easy to produce to serve that purpose. So, Stone of Jordan was like a common metric for people who were way richer than I was to trade with. And it could be like, you would barter for some item that you wanted for an item they wanted. There wasn't, unless you had a lot of money and could afford Stone of Jordan stuff, there wasn't really like a fungible currency that was, both rare and desirable. Path of Exile does not have that problem. The stuff that the in-game currency items are actually usable as currency because everybody wants them and they're rare-ish. Or not, they're not rare, but they're not like easy to manufacture like gold is in Diablo 2. And all of the currency items, I think all? I guess there's exceptions like, Orb of Regret and stuff. But generally speaking, the currency items are usable. Their kind of core use and the reason they are desirable for and then used for currency is they let you re-roll properties of items to kind of craft your own best item. Like the absolute simplest, lowest level one is Orb of Transmutation, which, lets you take an item that was generated as a non-magical item and turn it magical with random properties according to like how high level the monster who dropped the item was. So, those are not like that valuable most of the time because you're not looking for, you're not starting with, oh, I can't get over there. Whereas stuff like an alchemy orb that turns a non-magical item into a rare item, it's useful, right? You get a high-level item that has good-looking slots, and you're like, okay, I'll turn it into a rare. I don't really know how high-level players use all this stuff. I know for early players, it's kind of like a nice, if you were going to trade, which we're not, so we're solo self-found, it would be stupid to use an Orb of Alchemy because it's more valuable for trading. You're going to get a rare out of it, which is kind of a gamble. Could you get out here? Like, nothing can reach you in there. I guess enough skulls are getting in, and he can't do anything because there's no room to make enemies, so I'll take it, I guess. So you can get a rare. The odds of getting something good are pretty low, and you could sell it to someone who has like a better setup for crafting stuff. They can make good use of it, and they have a bunch of like random junk that early levelers would find useful, but they don't need anymore, so they trade with you for currency like alchemy orbs. And then like I think the thing that there's a ton of demand for is Chaos Orbs. That's kind of like the baseline level of currency, I think, that a lot of stuff is measured in, is like how many Chaos Orbs is this worth? Really valuable stuff you have to measure in larger units, like Divine Orbs or Exalted Orbs or whatever. But the Chaos Orb takes a rare item and re-rolls randomly all of its properties. And so this is how you craft like really good stuff. You find a good base item, and you just dump Chaos Orbs into it until it turns up with a bunch of very useful properties. And you can do further tuning on that with something that's like add a property to a rare item. Like say rares can have like a varying number of properties. I don't know what the rules are, but it's like 4 to 7 or something like that. And if you roll something rare that has 4 great properties, it's like, well, cool, but wouldn't it be nice if it were better? And so you dump like an Exalted on it, which keeps the existing properties but adds 1 more. So in this way, you can use like Chaos Orbs for a while to improve something. When you get something good, you use one of your even more valuable Exalted Orbs. And if that goes well, you can use another Exalted Orb, or if it doesn't, you can go back to using Chaos Orbs for a while. So in this way, it's a huge investment to craft very, very powerful items. But it's kind of, it's cool that players can do that, and it's nice that the currency items are useful, both for yourself and also make a decent basis for trading. In Solo Self-Found, of course, the trading side of that doesn't really matter, because we're not going to be trading. But it's nice that the currency is like actually usable, and playing Solo Self-Found gives you an opportunity to actually play around with crafting a little bit, where unless you're quite high-end in like a non-Solo Self-Found league, all of your currency items would just be going to trading with people who've built more efficient characters. I mean, okay, if you're like a pioneer in the league and you're one of the, you're near the top of the ladder, there maybe aren't that many people who have stuff to trade with you. But, okay, so we want to get to minion instability. This is the fastest way to get there. Is there some reason I want to go through this node first instead? I don't need power charges. I eventually want to get up here, I think. Do I need any of this stuff? Like, maybe I would want to go for Rune Mastery and Doomsayer or Doomsday and stuff. No, there's one Whispers or something that gives you more curses. I don't remember where it is. We want to go up here eventually. Oh, there's like minion stuff over here. Oh, that's like really strong. Okay, so maybe we don't mind picking up Arcanist's Dominion. Is there some other way we could want to get in here, maybe? I don't really need cast speed for a minion build, so I'm a little bit trying to avoid going through Arcanist's Dominion. Because this is like 1, 2, 3 nodes that I don't really want to get me over here. But it's more to go this way, unless I want some of this other stuff, which I don't. You could get some resists here. It's not a very efficient way to do it. Obviously, I could have planned this build out a little bit more earlier, or I could have like looked one up, but So this is energy shield and mana. Chaos resist isn't bad, but I don't really want to devote any nodes to it, I don't think. Do we want this stuff? Minions crit? No thanks. Don't need Zealot's Oath, I don't think. This I want. We want Death Attunement, so that's something we're going to have eventually. Does that decision help me with how to get here or here? Not really. Well, I know I want this stuff. Actually, picking up Might and Agility, like these little, you know, strength bonuses are useful to have. So maybe I can path through there, but it's still a lot of nodes to get here. I think it would be better to just go from this down. Yeah, so we're probably going along the top here. Which means we're not... Yeah... Actually, I think eventually it might be better to come from, like, here, these nodes, down, and then I don't really need these two. But it would be nice to have this a little bit earlier, wouldn't it? Okay, but it seems at any rate like I don't really... Or no, I need to get up here somehow, don't I? Do I want to go through this stuff? No. Any of this? Deep Thoughts? Oh, here's Life. We want to go through Cruel Prep, I think. So if I want this node... So we're going to take like these two, and this one, and this one. Then I can get here just as fast from up here as from here. I don't get Arcanist's Dominion, but that's okay. I don't really need it. So I think we are at some point going up. So we're going to go like here to here, and also here, eventually, just for the minion mastery, I think. Here and here. Yes, I don't think I need Arcanist's Dominion. Life, mana and life is okay. Practical Application is also something I'd like to pick up. 10% to all resists plus a bunch of defense and dex will let you wear a little bit different kinds of armor. But for now, let's just head over here. Okay. Had to take a planning break there. I don't remember what I was talking about before that. Hopefully it wasn't important. Most of the stuff I say isn't. Oh, we were talking about currency. Yeah, Solo Self-Found is a nice opportunity to actually use currency, because if you're not like an absolute top-tier player, the best thing you can do with your currency is trade it with someone who has better items, and that's not that much fun. Oh, they all died? Like, super fast? I don't even know what killed them? So how are we doing for time? It's been 40 minutes? I mean, we could do Brutus in the remaining time, I think. Well, I say remaining time. I can make this video as long as I damn well please. I think YouTube has a 10-hour limit, but that's not really going to be a concern for me. There we go. Found him. So there's like this long area where you have to like walk through, and it's all very ominous. Blood everywhere, you know, because Brutus is some sort of monstrously evil person who, I don't know, drags blood corpses along the ground, leaving bloodstains everywhere. I mean, it's not like I'm an angel myself. But I definitely remember the first time I was here, oh yeah, I don't have a fireball. I didn't really pay any attention to the fact that there's bloodstains on the ground, like leading you exactly there, and I was exploring this as if it was a normal area. But there aren't that many branches off to the side, so it doesn't really matter. But like, obviously exploring this way is no good, because that's not the way the bloodstains go. And you could try, But you'll just find a bunch of dead ends, right? I think. Maybe it connects back up. Look at that. Oh, hey, knock that off. No attacking me. That's what my minions are for. Actually, it occurs to me there's not really anything to make zombies out of, because I didn't pick up Desecrate. Is that a thing I could have had by now? But the Raging Spirits are going to be fine. You just have to dodge this guy's stuff, and he's not much of a tough customer. No embracing Brutus, sorry. Okay. You can't make him a zombie? That's rude. Velvet slippers? Ooh, tricorn? No, I don't really want that. Alright. So I think I probably could have bought, like, Desecrate at some point. A skill that creates corpses. Which is a big help for a Necromancer type character because you need bodies to work with to get started. Let's... Okay. We'll go touch this mirror. Before I go back to town, because it's just so close. And it might despawn if I forget to, if I do some other stuff for a while. All right, more crabs. All right, spectral pirates aren't that bad. Let's have some variety. Oh wait, those are already spectral pirates. All right, whatever. Okay, I think I get at least a skill gem for this, right? What do we have? Minion damage. Okay, we obviously want that, right? What is efficacy? I don't know. Lame. Oh, we also want Infernal Legion support. This is a good one for the skulls. Okay, I'll take one and buy the other. So we took Infernal Legion. I need, should be in here somewhere. Minion damage, here we go. Now, is Desecrate in here somewhere? No. Unearth. Ah, that's the one you can get earlier. So you need a little bit of dex for it. No. What? Oh yeah, it fires a projectile that pierces through enemies and then creates an archer when it lands. Like, it creates a corpse. I don't know why it's a projectile. It's just a weird effect. But we need a little dex, which we don't have, to use it. So that's reasons why you might want to pick up little nodes like agility here and there. I guess I could grab this dex pretty soon. I was planning to hit Dominion Instability first. But we are planning to go up here eventually, I think. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, so, I mean, like, oh, it's fine. We don't really need it. Raging Spirits are fine, especially now that they have Infernal Legion. Oh, we get another reward. Ah, Clarity. Oh, or Skeletons? There's a lot of stuff I want here. What? What a weird spell. It's like it's a movement skill, I guess, that has to target an enemy or a corpse. Huh. The spell cannot be repeated. I don't know what repeating means. Maybe it's like echo support doesn't work or something. Anyway, Clarity is nice just to like have unlimited mana, basically. Although, I mean, I don't know. It's fine to just pick up now and, you know, if it ends up not being the one I stick with. But I think most witch builds end up wanting Clarity for something or other. Skeleton. Here we go. I mean, do I even need skeletons? I feel like I'm just spending all my... I don't know why I bought this, actually. I'm spending all my time on Raging Spirits, and I think that's going to be the way to go. So I'm probably just going to throw that in the garbage, actually. But I probably want another minion's damage support? Maybe not. Alright, so where are my minions? My, okay, Fireball with Arcane Surge, we don't really need at all anymore, so that's another double blue slot available. Zombies, zombies, zombies. Zombies have Phantasm? Not anymore, now they have extra damage. Is that Raging Spirits? No. Where is Raging Spirits? Here it is. Now it has Frostblink? Whoops. Now it has Infernal Legion. Let's give Frostblink Summon Phantasm, why not? And we'll just throw Clarity in here. And not use Summon Skeletons at all. Why did I buy it? It doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't know. It's probably worth leveling. Because maybe the build later on will want skeletons more than it wants in the Raging Spirits. Alright, so how am I doing on various currency items here? I have, like, this Whispering Essence of Woe. And don't I have another essence in here somewhere? I used it already, right? Yeah, the Essence of Hatred, that's right. It would be nice to get a... So that's a level 8 ring, that's level 4. This is the one I... Yeah, let's just essence... Actually, that's a lot of cold resist. Let's essence this up. On a ring, this gives a tiny bit of energy shield, which, whatever. Okay, even more cold resist. That's nice. The other stats really suck a lot, but that's okay. Just getting a ton of cold resist is nice. Now, not too far away from Merveil with 58% cold resist. And, you know, maybe we'll transmute these at some point. But I'm doing fine for rings. Alright, so I think that is a close to our second video as this witch, and tomorrow we'll go defeat Merveil and finish Act 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.